All right, so I'm just gonna do a quick video on this '01 Sierra two-wheel drive V6, the 4.3. I was having an issue with my rear brakes. I noticed some grinding noise and took the wheels off, took the calipers off, noticed one of the pads on this side was completely worn down to the point where it was scraping on the rotor. So decided to replace the pads, and obviously the scraping went away because I had fresh pads, but then it was still kind of dragging, and the truck, when it was driving, felt like it had a drag on it. It would decelerate quicker when I come off the gas, and pulled everything back off and noticed the old rotors, which I actually have over here. The old rotor, so this one, here's the inside of the back left. The one that was worn down, the pad that was worn down, was here on the outside. The one on the inside wasn't that worn down, but look at the inside of the rotor. Not much wear on it. So I was thinking maybe the slide pins weren't greased or were getting stuck on the caliper. So I took the pins out and greased those and put them back together, and went ahead, got new rotors, put the new rotors on, fresh pads, greased the pins, everything was moving nice. Drove to and from work today, noticed a little bit of smoking and some burning smell, which I looked up and found out that that's normal for breaking in the pad, like the curing process, polymerization or whatever it's called, for the pads and the rotors. So I didn't really think much of it, but when I got home, it was still super hot. Left side wasn't too bad, but this back right side was super hot. So I wasn't sure what it was, but looking at this, I mean, it cooked this rubber gasket or seal or whatever you want to call it. That shit's cooked. So I'm gonna have to replace this whole caliper. So I think what the problem was the whole time was that stuck piston and the caliper. But I used a clamp and I was able to compress it, and when I pushed on the brake, it came back out. But I guess with normal operation, it didn't want to work for me. So ended up getting stuck. Freaking cooked this side. It was way too hot. I'm hoping those rotors are okay. You can see the color change on it, but they're still nice and smooth, and they don't look warped or anything, and the truck is driving smooth. It's just the issue with the brakes. So I'm gonna replace these calipers because of that stuck piston, and that was the issue. So if you got some smoking going on and you've replaced the rotor and you've replaced the pads and your pins are free moving and you've got those greased, then it's your stuck piston and your caliper. So you may need to look into that. I'm not gonna bother with a rebuild kit or anything. I'm just gonna put new ones on there. I don't know how old these are. I've only had this truck for a few months. So that was the issue with this. So if you're having the same issue and you've already checked all those boxes except for your piston, is probably your piston is stuck. So thank you. Have a good day.